Folks, you can see their titles behind me, so I won't dive into them. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get going. Anindya, I know this is something that's near and dear to your heart, and you really believe in this. We've had a long-term relationship between PNC, which, by the way, is the 5th largest bank in the US, and you are using FICO Platform to help you do some of this stuff, and through customer management and others. Can you talk a little bit about how you're using customer management to do this, or using FICO Platform and customer management to do this, and any initial results that you might be seeing?
Sure. So good morning, first of all. Good to be here. Good to be in San Diego. I'll be honest, I was sadistically happy seeing it is colder than Pittsburgh, by the way, for a change, right? But jokes aside. So as you know, probably the PNC rebranded itself as brilliantly boring, right?
Yes.
So thematically, if you think about responsible growth or sustainable growth was a key strategy behind it. So we are very careful now when we are actually expanding to new platform, acquiring new technologies and everything, which tells thematically how customer obsessed we are, right? So when we are on that particular juncture, one key driver was to select the decision management platform for us when we started venturing out. So we definitely wanted a low-code platform for agility, speed to market. We wanted to couple it up with a robust rule engine, right? We wanted to actually have a great machine learning execution environment, right? Underlying platform we are looking for is very stable, extensible, scalable, right? And we are undergoing the legacy modernization at that particular time when we selected FICO, right? So this all fits in nicely with the platform vision you were also sharing a couple of minutes back, right? All the parts, capabilities, openness, right? Partnership, right? So back to the example, so we tried it on line management, right? Fantastic results. We are now running it weekly. We plan to move it to daily, right? We are actually ranking all our consumer credit card portfolio, right? And we are already saving millions of direct hard exposure by doing that process.
Wow.
We are in advanced stages of implementing that in originations. I want to find a wood somewhere. So, and we are actually implemented in collections and defaults as well. And all of those, I tied back to the points you are making, right? It's helping us to build a composable architecture. It's helping us by a data-driven decisioning engine. So just wanted to tie that dot back.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, the results you guys are seeing are groundbreaking in so many different ways. And I know that it's also allowing you to then get proactive in other areas because of the impact that you're having in this particular area. I understand and really was intrigued by this center of excellence that you're building around FICO Platform. Can you maybe share with everybody here, what is it and how does it work?
Yeah, so we have created a decision infrastructure center of excellence jointly with business and technology. Great support from our executive leadership, right? I want to expand that. Some of PNC guys, Mark, Ram are in this room, right? Maciek from business are here to kind of prove that point, right? They are together, right? I'll also expand the FICO point, right? FICO account executives, right? Joe, Solution Group, Seth, Tim, all are pretty serious about the COE, right? Steve, Peter from professional services, right? I'll just name a few. I'm sorry if I'm missing probably thousands other. But most importantly, this is helping us to build reference architecture, composable patterns, what can be implemented across, right? It is actually helping us to kind of implement it across our life cycles, be it originations, collection, default, line management, across asset classes, be it like cards, business card, personal loans, anything, right? It's pretty huge, right? And I can't share more details, but I'll give a tidbit. If you go look at your credit policies, right? You will see there are common components. What platform can make a composable reference so that you can build it once and implement anywhere?
Reuse
it and with best practices.
Drive time to value, drive to market. I love that center of excellence. It really truly showcases how you break down organizational silos, drive teamwork, drive collaboration, drive communication across the organization. Thank you, Anindya. We are so excited to be on this journey with you guys and really look forward to what comes next. Troy, we've been partners between TSYS and FICO for many decades at this point. One of the things that's always fascinated me is the amount of information and latent knowledge that you have available at TSYS. You have the ability to connect all of it to create these uber customer experiences and connected journeys for consumers. How do you bring this to life?
Well, I'll say, we're extremely focused on the customer experience and our individual customer journeys, but it's like you said, it's hard, but we touch lives in so many ways. Millions of times a day, we're touching clients when they're engaging with their mobile apps, online banking, calling to the call centers, and especially at the point of sale, and we're getting all that data, and the data is getting richer and richer. Mm-hmm. And so how do you take that in and really put it into a data mart that you can create, smart decisions from? And so that's really our goal is as we move further and further into the cloud, how do we take this robustness of data that we have and make it much more contextual?
Fascinating. How do you see FICO Platform playing a role in making this happen?
I mean, it's going to be, FICO Platform's huge for us. I mean, from the time we originate a customer to every authorization that we make, making sure that it's both secure and that they're fed appropriately for their credit needs. Times to, they call into the call center and need a credit limit increase because of the life event. All of those things are powered, by the FICO Platform. And the ways that we can communicate out to our customers now with CCS are even more exciting for us as we look across, the opportunities.
What happens next?
Well, we're on a massive journey to the cloud. So when we look at ourselves, we're on a 3-year journey to get all of our core processing that we've been doing on one platform for 30 years into the cloud. FICO is going to be a huge part of that. Data is going to be critical. And like we've talked about, making things really contextual and proactive is going to be a huge part of our journey.
We look forward to that. Can't wait. Ian, thanks for coming out. Long flight across the pond for you. Lloyds is a 300-year-old bank, one of the oldest institutions out there. Certainly one of the largest banks in the UK, largest digital bank in the UK. And that wouldn't happen, you would not have been successful over 300 years without going through many transformations. And you are undertaking a really ambitious transformation project as we speak. You were one of the first to recognize the role FICO Platform can play as a truly united intelligence layer connecting your organization. Can you share a little bit with folks here, what is this transformation that you're on?
Yeah, good morning, Nikhil. Yeah, we have really gone for it. So we are moving all of our credit decisioning capability into the cloud, both from our consumer business and our commercial business. We're connecting FICO Decision Management Platform to our go-to cloud-based architecture within Lloyds. Really, we're doing this for 2 reasons. In our consumer business space, our current infrastructure was really becoming a barrier to change, supporting our business. It's not scalable for our digital channels. It's not agile enough to move into new product verticals where our consumers are moving to in the consumer space. And we're really struggling to bring in new data sources and enhanced data sources to really continue to optimize our credit decisions. In the commercial space, slightly different user case. We really wanted to bring in the FICO Decision Management Platform so we can house advanced machine learning models within there to really drive a step change in automation for our commercial business.
I love looking at how you're using it because you're using it across consumer, across commercial, 9 different product lines. And you recently went live with loan originations, which, by the way, now with you folks being on loan originations and one of an additional UK institution that was on stage last year, we now have over 50% of mortgage originations on FICO Platform in the UK, and we look forward to that continuing to grow. What kind of results are you seeing from your loan originations?
Yeah, that's funny. We're touching 1 in every 2 households at the moment. You'll be touching every household soon if you keep going. Yeah, absolutely. So we migrated our loans business just over a week ago now. It's not just a jet lag why I am tired. So we've got just over £500 million in lending now passing through FICO Decision Management Platform and our new cloud-based capability. But really the important part is it's the foundational technology is in now. So that gives us the opportunity really to move forward with pace, move on our credit card business over the next couple of months. We'll then move on to mortgages and then PCA and motor over the coming year. And also by the end of the year in our commercial space, we'll do that step change in lending for the SME business as well. So really picking up the pace now and migrating as quickly as we can.
Yeah, phenomenal. Ian, a few months ago, you and I were talking, and you said something that really made me stop and reflect for a moment. You said that you are barely using FICO Platform today and how little of FICO Platform you're actually using. And I thought to myself, consumer, commercial, 9 product lines, so many consumers and customers going through it, and so little of it is actually being used. What does that mean?
Yeah.
And what happens next?
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing around, you know, our group, Lloyds Banking Group, coming to terms with how using a platform and what that means. So we've done all the hard yards integrating the platform, and we're using it for a really big user case, which is credit decisioning. But really what we've brought in is an advanced event decisioning capability. And as our product teams have looked at this, as we've been partnering with them to do our own credit transformation program, they've been looking at saying, okay, well, we can use that component and that component for our own user cases, and that's exactly what's happening. So our loans business is actually going to be using a number of components to drive forward their new pricing engine. Their new pricing engine will be in there, and it's going to get them to market much quicker. Actually going to do it by the end of the year, just by picking the components of the platform that we've now integrated. And lots of other parts of our business are also looking at now saying, like, how do we get to market much quicker?
Yeah,
using the
phenomenal.
FICO platform.
We're so excited to be on this journey with you guys. Thank you for trusting us to be your partner on this.